Good morning, all. Good morning to you. I hope you are well. Thank you for coming along for another dose of coffee at the Manor. As typical, I have a new cup. They're the most incredibly difficult cup to actually drink from, as you might imagine. So I'm quite sure if you're coming from the side. While I work this out, we shall carry on, of course, with another episode of Coffee at the Manor. Good Friday. It is, of course, Friday. So, of course, that means it is random good acts of kindness time. So go out and do something good and kind to somebody. Anyway, so I've got a couple of different topics for you this morning. We've got the Who Done It in Lalu. If you're not quite sure what I mean, you will obviously see what that is. And we've also got some news from the great land of Australia, and a little bit of news from me too. Good morning to everybody there. I'm on the comments today. I'm on it today. Good morning, happy Friday to you as well. I hope you are gloriously well wherever you are in the world. Yeah, so I've got a little bit of good news. We have a sponsor of a kind. Hang on a second. I've got a banner. Hey, now, kind of. Now, me and a friend of mine like to go trolling on TikTok. It's one of our things to do. It's good fun. So we thought there was an opportunity there. If you want to get some free stuff sent to you, they'll send you free stuff, but you then have to make them a lovely advert. Most adverts are just sort of people sitting there going, yeah, this is my stuff and it's really good. And that's sort of length and breadth of the adverts. But of course, that's not what you might expect from Lord Lukan. No. No, it's not under my name. It's actually under, it's a different name. Well, I haven't connected the two dots yet. But I wanted to share with you the amazingness of advertising wonder that you get for nothing. In fact, I've still got the product here. It is this. They are CBD patches. Woo. Yeah, it's like a shit, isn't it? CBD stuff. It actually makes me really moody. I hate CBD. If you like CBD, then I'm your man. Clearly, suddenly. There was 3 adverts that me and my friend put together. One of which has been banned from TikTok and removed. Where it might have kind of misjudged the audience there. And everything. Well, the problem with TikTok is it's got so many things. You can be domestically violent towards people and generally be a complete pain, a hideous person. It's fine. But as soon as you show or suggest a little thing, little bit adult, so if you suggest adult stuff, they get quite a bit funny. Hence, one of them's already come on, banned from TikTok. Yeah, it's not exactly the most thing, but the great thing. If you hear a funny noise, can you hear that? You hear that? It's not in ASMR. Suddenly, I'm going into ASMR. No, it's his bloody nose. His nose fills up with it as well, so you get this sploshing going on in his nose. It's actually the most awkward cup to use in the world. There's no easy way. So it's much better on the side. Anyway, enough of that. What was you doing? I've forgotten already. Oh, I was going to say my mind. Please brace yourselves while I faff down here and bring up the amazing. Now, it has been... This is aimed at 30-something men as an impulse buy. So we go in salacious, but do bear with me. There is a punchline to it. Let me just see where we're at here. 2 seconds, right? All right, here we go. Are you ready? Hopefully you better hear this.
Hey boy, do you want to make sure you've got a solid 7 tonight?
Hours of sleep in a day. Introducing our innovative CBD and CBG patches. Experience 12 hours of continuous CBD release in one easy application. No more worrying about remembering the next dose. Our transdermal patches deliver release CBG and CBD into your bloodstream, providing high bioavailability and delivering effective results throughout the day. Take a bite to the hassle and hold to consistent, long-lasting relief with our CBD and CBG patches. They're latex-free, lactose-free, sugar-free, gluten-free, and free range. Warning: do not stick it on your hairy bits. That means you, hairy boy.
Strong life. Show me your patch, and I'll show you mine.
Oh, yes. That is how you do adverts for CBD. Weirdly enough, the video actually got fewer hits than their website did. as a result of that. And then they kind of ignored us for a while, and they didn't say anything. I just assumed they'd seen that and just thought, oh dear, this is a muck. We're not getting involved in that, and then just dismissed the idea. But no, then we got a message. I want to send you some more stuff. Fantastic. So I will post the destination for all this stuff. But yes, there's our adverts surfacing with my voice, but not my face in them. So good luck. I hope they might pop up in your for you page or whatever it is. Anyway, so that was a little bit of my personal news. But it is, of course, time to head on to some more news from around the globe. And, of course, I did promise you a little bit of news from the land of Australia, where, of course, Lord Koala lives. Big tributes always to Lord Koala. Good morning to you, if you're here. Good morning to all of you who are here, all a couple of you. So, yes, we're off to, he says, 1 second. Let me just bring that up, because I'm always really good at this. Where are we going? We're going over here. And it is the news that oh yeah, it's going to hit bloody adverts of the terrible thing. Controversial Australian Olympic breaker retires from competition. Yes, you must have seen her in the news. It is, of course, Rachel Gunn, also known as RAYGUNN, who made the legendary appearance in the Olympics, has now retired from breaking or break dancing, whatever it is, cooler to say, I know, I can feel your pain. Yes, so she has, in fact, retired. Now, this story is a little bit more than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just a person who was crap at dancing. We all had a good laugh, haha. And the Olympic Committee got a bit annoyed. They don't like it when you make fun of their stuff. Like England a few years ago, we had a guy called Eddie the Eagle Edwards. There's a film about him as well. I think it's called Eddie or something, or Eagle. I don't know. Anyway, so so he did that. You know that long distance ski jumping where you hurtle down this thing about 100 yards and then you go flinging yourself off for another 100 yards off. That big ski jumping thing. We had an English guy that did it, but of course we didn't really have the facilities for him to practice. So the first time the guy had seen an Olympic slope was actually when he was on the damn thing, ready to go flying off the end of it. Oh, we've got go Daedra. Is that how I pronounce that, Daedra? I think I'm getting right with Daedra. Well, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name there, Miss Jackson. Ooh. Good morning to you. So yes, she there is, of course, conspiracy theory. Oh, I need that bum 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 music, don't I? So yes, there might be more to this than we can see, because there was also there might be the conspiracy that her boyfriend, a man called Sammy the Free, might have been involved in her being selected for the committee by the Committee of Olympic People. Oh, see, now aren't you amazed at this thing? Now, what we're going to do, let's pop over now to thing. Now, I did, of course, have to Google that. Was her husband part of the judging thing? No. In fact, I think it's so regularly Googled that Google has this predetermined not a judge banner that comes up. Her husband was not a judge or involved in the Olympic selection process. Here's the AAP fact checkers, because, their fact checkers are always really good. Yes, that she did not. This was false. Her husband was not a judge, and the qualifying event was open to others. Now, usually I would save these kind of things for when you guys turn up. We'll all go look together. But I couldn't help it. I had to quickly have a little look. Now, where do I go? Where does it go? Now, we see quickly, if I go to this Business Insider, so it's kind of reliable-ish news. It is disgraceful that his falsehoods concocted by an anonymous person could be published in such a way, the AOC chief executive Matt Carroll said in a statement. AOC, isn't that one with the one who likes to talk in different accents, isn't it? AOC, is that AOC? Ocasio-Cortez or somebody. It amounts to bullying and harassment. Is defamatory. We are demanding it be removed from this site. Now, I wondered if they were just trying to distance themselves from him, because that's not him, by the way. That's a guy who also won gold in this championship. Do you think, why are they trying to distance yourself from him so much? But we will find out fairly shortly when we take a trip, of course, to her Instagram, which was the next trip of this little step of my little rabbit hole. I had to go and have a look. Now, here is her delightful Instagram here, whereas she is throwing some shapes. I believe this might be a rhombus right about here. But yeah, I mean, look at this. This is clearly it's this hand thing. That business, it just doesn't and it's easy to get wrong as well, which we will also see in just a second. But yeah, so I thought I might treat you to some of her, like, before she was famous. I mean, so here we go. I'm not sure how much this I can do, but look, see now. Let me just give you a little thing now, because of course I am so amazing at breakdancing. Because I'm so amazing at breakdancing, let me tell you off some. Yeah, hang on. So breakdancing comes down to like 5 categories. Okay, so first of all, it's called your top rock. Okay, now top rocking, is you're impressed, I can tell. Top rocking is this shit that she's doing here. That's sort of when you're on your 2 feet and you mess about on your feet, and you kind of do that. You know that thing that people do when they're they're about to do this thing. This, you see that? Oh yeah, that kind of right. I'm rearing up. I'm gonna do something. It's that. And that's where she sort of loses it, really, wasn't it? That at that point there, she turns into sort of like a fish that's just been landed, hasn't she? Which I'm sure, which probably looks great from the top. It seems like these talent programs where you have 2 people doing ballet on the floor, but the camera's at the top. I think that would actually work. And look at this guy over here; he's quite unimpressed. So, I mean, check the skills. That there, then. I can't remember what they call that, but that's the middle dancing. I've exhausted my knowledge. That's of course, that's amazing. Now you must think that that wasn't bad. I mean, that wasn't bad just there, was it? A good job, she's Rhaegar. Yeah, and then it's sort of, this is all middle ground stuff. So the problem with her scoring is not that it's actually disastrous. Is that she's performing a lot of these. If you imagine it then as ground, you've got your standing up, you've got your kneeling stuff, you've got your floor stuff, and you've got freeze. Which you free. I don't need to explain that to you. So those are your sort of 4 things, and then you've got, like, I think it's called heart, mind, and soul. Are these other criteria? I mean, how do you get marked on your soul? Anyway, so that's kind of how it works out. But she's doing all of the moves in one of the particular kind of avenues, like this sort of half crouched area. So it's all crap. If you could do one thing there and then move on, then it wouldn't be all rated as kind of the same thing. So it's. Yeah, that's one of the reasons actually why she's lost quite so many points. But of course, now back to this rumor then quickly. Now, one of these men in this picture, I don't know how well you can see that, Flynn. Let me shut up. I can't shut up a bit. One of these men here, okay, let's say this one, and this one. One of these men are her partner, a man called Sammy the Free. So if you were to have a quick guess, I'm going to give you a second here while I sip my coffee. Guess which one of these guys is the husband? Yes, that's right. You guessed it, probably. The one who looks like August the Duck over here on the left. That sort of YouTubery moustache with sort of floppy, sort of permy hair. Yep, that in fact is the guy. So, sorry, where are we? So here we go, and he's also her coach. He is not only a lover, but he's also a teacher. And here he is. And we see that Samuel's dual role as both husband and coach to RAYGUNN has led to friction in their training. Yes, but said that they found a balance with a soft approach to feedback. I think it was the soft approach to feedback that ended them up. You need to, feedback is not a soft thing. It's a contradiction in terms. Yes, but basically she was a bunch of arse, and he said, "No, you're really good. I think you should keep going. In fact, I think you're so good. I think you should do it on a global level. And tell you what, I'm going to coach you." Now, he must be amazing, right? Right. Yeah, of course he is. So over here, and of course I'm following him now. Over here, we land on his page. Let me bring that into where you guys could see it. Look at this. This is the man himself. Now, I don't know a lot about breakdancing. I've kind of blanked that I might have half a clue 2 seconds ago. But this is not very breakdancey to me. And they have this sort of constant this is kind of a move in there, and any kind of permutation of this. Hey, I could even try and keep up with them, could I? No, actually, that would be far too embarrassing. I will not do that to you. So yeah, to me, that's so we're off for a good start. Also, this position, not very breakdancey, but again, I am not the paragon of cool. This looks like very famed, doesn't it? Ooh, I want to gout forever. Yes, there he is. Except for clearly, actually, street guy over here looks mortified. Mortified. Yeah, he's obviously, what the hell is going on here? I'm not quite sure what this is all about, though. Up on the board there. So here, and I know what to see. I know you're dying to see. So here we go. No limits, no sound, unfortunately, though, because I don't want to be struck. Now, again, this is it. What kind of? There's a thing called like 8-step or crazy legs, as we used to call it. As we used to call it, as if I was a fucking break dancer. I did it when I was like 5. Yeah, like crazy legs. This thing is what he's doing, or 8-step, or there's a few names for it. But it's but look at the angle on that leg, Jesus. There is a rubber legs, and could be doing rubber legs, of course. Yeah. Oh, yes. But what he's not even like. Look, when you do this thing, right? You've got to be actually. I'm actually considering this. You kind of got to put your weight on your freaking hands, not on your knee. That's clearly on his knee. Ooh, it's kind of also looks like sort of Benson Boone just had a bit too much Ritalin. Yeah. Well, I'm bored myself with that. So yeah, that is the husband. So from my 2 cents, that is probably 100% why they're denying any kind of connection. There is no way this man got on some judging board and then gave his missus a leg up. I mean, it all sounds very, very nice in these newspaper bits and suggesting the conspiracy theory, but. Yeah, but one more thing before we leave this story for now. I have to share with you this one video. Now, you've seen the delight of RAYGUNN dancing, as she did. I have now introduced you to the equal delight of Sammy the Free. But what if we mix the two together? What if we went ahead and did that? Well, brace yourself, my fine friend, because we're going in. Oh, yes. See, again, it's this. And we can come across. Ooh. It looks like sort of interpretive dance, doesn't it? It's got that kind of, I'm going to be really creative, and it's actually about something. Oh, it is. In our work, we're exploring performances of gender and the sportification of breaking. Are you getting gender there? I'm thinking twats, so I suppose it's half something to do with gender. Well, there you go. That is the man himself. So these wildfires are coming around now. I mean, they are getting sponsorship like you wouldn't believe. She's apparently worth 50 grand per sponsorship deal now. Which I read a comment saying that this just confirms the fact that if you're mediocre and a bit shit, then you will do so much better than somebody who is. Well, yeah, but kind of, if this is what you get thrown, then do you know what? Jump on it and go with it. Anyways, so that of course is Sammy the Free, and his good lady. Now I'm going to bring up the next part. The next part is of course a whodunit. Now we're switching to more of a Lalu theme now. As I click furiously over here just to bring you what's going on. 2 moments there. So you also get a little sneaky peeky look of the episode that'll be dropping tomorrow. The full Lalu episode that I usually do, which is about here. Now I'm going to use part of it to talk about what we're talking about. So the whodunit. But of course, the who done it that we did it, the done the who didn't that we're talking about, is of course come back with me banners. There you go, lovely banner, made all the difference. Is of course over at the house of and Troy. Now, of course, you do know that. Oh, don't know if you can hear that. I'm just skipping through. We do know, of course, that Zerubbabel's family had that nasty fire. And it was like, well, what the hell happened there? Oh, it's so mysterious. Well, no, it's not. It's not the most mysterious thing in the world. It's definitely not. And in fact, we can kind of just see what happened. So in order to have a look at that, we're going to have a look at this. Now, let me bring it up in my amazing way, as always. Where are we going? There we are. Now, you can actually see what I see. Here we go. So where are we here? This is basically what I'm looking at when I'm doing all my editing. Yes, I am using a crappy version of Premiere. Yeah, so actually you can see it there. This is on a part of it. So here what I do is I chuck all the bits and bobs that I'm going to use over one side here, and then I mix it all together over this side here. And here's basically what kind of this is a best of episode. That's what the best of episode looks like. There's the thing. There's little me. And there you go. That's essentially what I do. But what we'll do, let's quickly go over here to the episode we're about to get, which is all these things. There you go. See, here's all the little stuff, isn't it? Kind of. I do love the Coraline Bianca thing. It so looks like her though, doesn't it? That is a decent Bianca. That one. I think so many people have compared it to various things, but I think Coraline definitely the strongest so far. This is where we're at in the episode. Oh yeah. There's this bit. She sounds, like in Britney Spears. She does that sort of singing noise. That sort of, it sounds like the zip, that. Well, I've isolated just for annoyance all the time. She just goes every time. Listen.
Again, to me in person.
Oh, isn't that annoying when somebody speaks like that? Like dragging your finger over a balloon. It's the most annoying thing, isn't it? So anyway, there is a reason for this. You'll see why we've got this guy spinning around. Yay. That's Joey. Here we are. Back to these guys. And Troy. Now, of course, here it is. If you didn't see the episode, here's a quick thing of what it was that we saw. Oh yes, it is a blackened mess, as we see here in this footage. Now. We then get the next part. We get to the main bit. The next part, I think, is also a little bit curious because she says,
I couldn't really see nothing.
I couldn't really see nothing. Okay. Then she says,
All I saw was fire and water and fire trucks and police.
Then she says, all I could see, I couldn't see nothing. All I could see was fire and police and water. That's not seeing anything. Hey, why do we have to suggest that? I didn't see anything. Didn't see nothing at all. All I saw was all the craziness. Okay. That's a little bit dodgy, really, isn't it? Not that I think that she's in any way involved. I don't think it's anything to do with this. But of course, she is related to the culprit. I suppose it allegedly relates to the culprit. So they're, of course, in the car and they're chatting away. And then we get to see the amazing.
And then the first thing I'm thinking about,
Isaiah. Isaiah. I don't know. I'm just saying it like her because I don't know how that's spelled or whatever. Yeah. So Isaiah. I think, is of course her son. Let's put a pin in that. Okay. So we arrive at the house. It is blacked out, but surprisingly enough, what there is a lack of is smoke on the outside of the building. Then I think there's a distinct lack. I mean, I don't know if you've seen many burning buildings, but generally speaking, you'll have a great deal of soot on the outside. Where's the soot gone? Where's the soot on the outside? The smoke needs to leave this building in some way. Did it leave the other side? Was this is starting to seem a little unusual. I think somebody also pointed out there's only one window that's actually broken. And then we see debris Round another. Oh, hang on a second. We popped to the Joey bit. Oh yeah, and then I did Melissa and him. I forgot about that. Melissa. Oh, there you go. That's their new profile card. Doesn't she look like what's it called? Flashback Rachel. I think she does. I've got no time for those things. Boring. So back to the amazing chubby pickle.
I can leave early.
Anyway, back to these two. So what I also love is how Troy's on it. I am going to give him a Sherlock Holmes, I think, for the next part, because he's on it.
How did the fire start? It was accidental electrical.
It was accidental electrical. It was something or other. It was, let's not talk about it. That is the most, I mean, for a man of the cloth, that's a bit of a disingenuous answer, isn't it? Let's get it one more.
It was accidental electrical.
Shaking his head. It was accidental. It was no. You're sitting there shaking your own head, giving you no. Throw your hands in the air. I do not believe for a second. Accidental, perhaps. Electrical, absolutely not. Because if it was, for example, you hear a lot of people who plug in the those hoverboards, right? You hear a lot of people burning their houses down in the middle of the night because they got dodgy batteries and they blow up and this, that, and the other thing. Sure, okay. But if it was that, they would say that, wouldn't they? They would say, "Oh my God, I had this thing, and this thing went off, and it was a terrible." There would be suggestion of it, particularly as it's located to a particular area of the house. I'm not sure if I've got. Oh, and then we talk to Mum, don't we? Let's see what she says.
We going to see the psychic caused the fire, and I think that's why she's mad.
So the psychic, so the psychic or the psychic activity. I'm not sure how that sort of thing works. No. How could no? The psychic didn't exactly. I mean, how do we make that leap? Okay, let's say we do believe in the psychic stuff. I mean, I don't know if you do, or you don't. Let's imagine for a moment we all do. So is there a war? Is it a disagreement? Is it sort of like God religious stuff? And I know they call it witchcraft and stuff, but is there like a thing? I don't understand. Moving on. Oh yeah, no, so she calls it. But what we do find, of course, is that it is one room. It is in the room that the elder brother of Zeruiah, where he used to stay. And I have it on very good authority also that room is where the son stays. Yes. So the way you might think it is, if you were a certain somebody and perhaps you might be vulnerable. There's a big upset in the house. Your mother's arguing with the man that you idolized for many times, and then suddenly, when he's had to live at the parents while she's filming and doing all the exciting stuff and seeing the man that he idolizes, the room isn't burnt down. I'm just saying, but I think it's pretty obvious. I think the boy's acting out. I think that's what happened. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm completely wrong, and I'm just making up stuff and I'm just filling airtime. I think it was the kid acting out, and that's what I'm going to put to you. I'm not going to say that is what happened, but I'm curious. I do wonder if perhaps that was the thing, and actually, it's we can see the effect on Troy and how he leaves the house when he's under that stress. The stress that how she shouts, and you think, okay, so this kid has been living with that, and this kid does have needs. You can tell. I think he's on the spectrum, as are we all, but I think you can really tell. And I think he acted out because this is so much chaos and stuff, and I think that's a real problem. Myself, but who knows? Who knows? I'm gonna leave that one there. I think casting dispersions. So we will, of course, look at this while we're here. The way he always walks, he sort of does this to sort of kind of look a bit bigger, but it doesn't really work when you got a vest on, does it? He just looks like a really weird sort of tortoise sort of shape. He's like a Ninja Turtle from behind. Yes, well, there you go. Now I'm going to go back to that screen I saw over here just so I could actually see it. We had the koala pop in as well. Hello there, koala. How are you? Always very, very good to see you. So I am going to make a move. It's been glorious to see you. It is, of course, Friday, so do something good. Go and do some random act of kindness or something. Go and choose a person in your phone, any person, and just send them love you. No kisses or no hearts. Just go, love you. Just see what happens. Just you might brighten their day for no reason. Or get someone else to choose who it is. Do that. Do that. Right. Okay. So I'm going to shoot off. Thank you so much for those that have managed to join me this morning. I did a little bit later just to see if there's any difference in sort of reach, and I don't think much. But there you go. So there will be a video out tomorrow, as usual. Normal Lord Lukan fare coming your way. I will, of course, be back next week. I'm going to keep doing this daily thing, see how it goes. I thought I'd give it a week or two and see what happens. If it's quite popular, I'm going to keep doing it with, of course, the other videos as well. I'm not going to stop doing those. We've also got, I want to do some films coming up as well. We'll review some films and get some people in order to talk about that. And so I'm hoping to kind of diversify a little bit and hoping to bring you all along with me. Should you like the fare that I provide for you. So thank you so much again for joining us. Have a beautiful Friday. Have a beautiful weekend. I hope you enjoyed the video coming your way. And aside from that, I do hope you can join me again on Monday if you are available. So no matter where you are in the world, do please take care of yourself. And until we meet again, why do I always forget that line? Why can't I forget it? I need it written somewhere, considering the amount I said. It's stupid. So until we meet again, stay beautiful, love to my three, and you take care of yourself.